See, we told you that the plantation owner was going to screw you, and you didn't care, right? Because you thought if you voted for the clan leader that he would just hurt the brown people, right? The non-white people. That's not what I voted for. The fuck it is. It's exactly what you voted for. You voted for the misogyny. You voted for the racism. You voted for the cruelty on January 6th. You voted for the felonies. You voted for the tax fraud. You voted for the infidelities. And you thought that a guy on his third failed marriage while his newborn 2-week-old son was at home and had the adult actress gives a shit about you? Yeah, you're totally not in a cult. But now your Medicaid's on the line. Oh no! Oh no, I'm being affected, not the brown people. Good. I don't want anybody to suffer. But you didn't care about women's rights. You didn't care about our black brothers and sisters. You didn't care about minorities. You didn't care about autistic kids that now can't get the special needs at school that they got. You didn't care about the kids going to school doing active firearm drills. You didn't care about people giving a living wage.
One thing I love about some of these videos is the Maga people that are making these apology videos for voting for this administration. This one is funny. It's quick. She's like, I just won't say I'm sorry. I never voted for him.
I need to say I'm sorry. I voted for him.
I'm real sorry. I didn't know. I thought he was going to make things better for us.
I thought he was going to help folks like me. I really did.
Now I'm starting to go home. I came back for groceries. I can't put the lights on. First of all, the groceries you shouldn't worry about. Anyway, I just can't believe it now.
They cut off my heat and help last week. I don't know how I'm supposed to buy groceries next month to keep the lights on.
Now, what about my diabetes? My diabetes, man, is acting up. Can't feel my foot, can't feel my feet, and I didn't even the do.
Now my SNAP's gone, my Medicaid's gone.
I just want you all to know I'm sorry. I'm sorry for giving him those chances. I'm sorry. I see things now. I see them clearly. And I think I saw them way too late.
People are saying, hey, MAGA is not going to join the blackout September the 16th through the 20th. They're not going to join the blackout September the 17th on Constitution Day. Okay, cool, no problem. MAGA can pick up the labor for those days that we're not working and we're not spending. How about they up the ante and spend more to balance the economy out? How about they use their resources? How about they use their finances? How about they use everything that they have access to balance it out? Because I promise you, MAGA is not going to fare over $500 billion the days that.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, today we are going to talk about a political topic that has created a lot of debate across the United States. Some people who strongly support Donald Trump and the Maga movement are now saying they are feeling the effect of policies they voted for. According to this discussion, some families are worried about the Medicaid and SNAP, while others are questioning whether they fully understand what these policies will mean for everyday America. In this video, we will look at the arguments being made, why some voters are changing their minds, the role of misinformation and AI social media, and what this could mean for the future of American politics. Stay with me until the end. And don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe. And remember to watch till the end, and all full credits goes to the original creator of this video.
That the plantation owner was going to screw you, and you didn't care, right? Because you thought if you voted for the clan leader that he would just hurt the brown people, right? The non-white people. That's not what I voted for. The fuck it is. It's exactly what you voted for. You voted for the misogyny. You voted for the racism. You voted for the cruelty on January 6th. You voted for the felonies. You voted for the tax fraud. You voted for the infidelities. And you thought that a guy on his third failed marriage while his newborn 2-week-old son was at home and had with the adult actress gives a shit about you? Yeah, you're totally not in a cult, but now your Medicaid's on the line. Oh no, I'm being affected, not the brown people. Good. I don't want anybody to suffer. But you didn't care about women's rights. You didn't care about our black brothers and sisters. You didn't care about minorities. You didn't care about autistic kids that now can't get the special needs at school that they got. You didn't care about the kids going to school doing active firearm drills. You didn't care about people giving a living wage. You didn't care about any of that. All you saw was, oh my God, there's a black woman. I can't vote for her because, hold on, let me find a reason. Oh shit, it can't be racism. It can't be because she's a woman. Oh wait, I got a stimulus check. Oh yes, I got a stimulus check 5 years ago with the felon's name on it. Oh my God, he must care about me. Yeah, it was a double whammy, right? Not only was it a woman, it was a black woman, and that really tickled your fancy, didn't you? You just couldn't stomach the black man sitting in the White House instead of picking your cotton, and you lost your shit. And you went back to the most morally bankrupt, uneducated, pitiful excuse for a human being pile of shit because he was a white man, talking about Hannibal Lecter and electric sharks and how windmills cause cancer. And Vice President Harris using complete sentences, coherent thoughts, talking intelligently, presidential, not a convicted felon, not an insurrectionist, not a racist. That was a bridge too far, right? But she had a relationship 40 years ago. Oh, fuck off. Spare me your racist bullshit. You couldn't vote for the black woman. And now, your whiteness is being jeopardized. You know what's funny? Michelle Obama, she told you this was going to happen. Another black woman that you refuse to listen to. They're pretty damn smart, aren't they? You know, if black women were running this country, we wouldn't be in this shit right now. But not you, not you little white supremacists. You want to make America white again. You always want the best candidate as long as it's a man and it's white. But the best candidate. Sure, Karen. You're going to go through it, little Timmy, Billy Bob in your trailer. You asked for it. And you're going to get a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of an inch of what it's like to be black. You were lied to. You were conned. You were manipulated. You were mistreated. And now you're going to lose your minds? Good for you. Thoughts and prayers.
It's hopeless. Trying to debate and persuade and reason with not only MAGA nuts. I'm going to include conservatives, Christian nationalists, of course, Republicans. I'm putting them all in one big homogenous blob. Rod, you are generalizing. Absolutely, yes, I am. These people have proven time and time again that they are beyond hope. They have reached a new level of delusion and insanity. And they have proven time and time again that even if they are harmed by their own ideologies, they will follow their orange Lord and Savior through the very gates of Hades, and many will, before it's all said and done. This nation has always been evil, bottom line. And foundational Black Americans, we know the truth. Everybody else can get caught up in the propaganda, like the holiday that was just celebrated the other day. But we know better, don't we? And the evil has never gone away. The soulless have now truly been unleashed to indulge in their depravity. What do you think, folks, are going on in these detention centers? What do you think? All kinds of abuses. And that concentration camp that they are calling Alligator Alcatraz, let me tell you something. Alligator, used in that context, is a loaded term. Because during chattel slavery, black babies and children were used as alligator bait. Yes, they were. But see, many of you all don't know that because being willfully ignorant and uneducated and miseducated is a badge of honor for millions in this country. That's why we are in the mess that we're in now that was completely avoidable. That is what is so tragic about this entire situation that this nation is in. All of this was avoidable. So again, I say it's hopeless. Myself and other black creators, we don't tolerate MAGA nuts, MAGA morons, conservative folk who try to crawl into the comment sections of our videos. Many of us with extreme prejudice delete their comments and block them whenever we encounter them. Because nope, I'm not wasting my precious time on this earth. And I suggest you don't either. Our time is better spent on other priorities because again, these people write them off. It's hopeless.
Everybody always want to be a part of something. Yes, I am black. It's called Black Maga, standing up for the culture. We set trends and move mountains to build this country. But let me tell you something, Black Maga. White Maga don't want your ass here. White MAGA don't want your ass here. MAGA means make America great again. When the fuck was America so great for you? When, Black MAGA? When was America great for you? Do you know how foolish you sound? Black MAGA can't do shit because it's only like 4% of you. 4% of you. Only. The rest of us is black people that use their own brain, that see shit, that know racism when we fucking see it, that know our culture is trying to be taken away when we see it, who know our history is being removed slowly as we see it. But you want to move mountains for the white supremacy, for the people that want you dead. Porch monkey. I knew it was a name for that. Porch monkey. Always had the white man back doing slavery. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I knew it was a name for that. MAGA mean make America great again. And your black ass is out here saying Black MAGA trying to move mountain. What is it? Like 10 of y'all motherfuckers? 10? You know how many motherfuckers it took to move mountains to get us our rights? Our freedoms? It took all of us plus those great white folks who didn't like or didn't agree with the way we was being treated in the world, who looked at us as actual human beings and not as property or animals. Yes, it was a few white folks who did that. But you're trying to move mountains for massa. What can I say to that? Yo black ass. Oh my God. And you know what? I'm not going to say all I really want to say because I don't want no more black on black crime. But I just want you to really wake the fuck up. You're programmed. Get deprogrammed, please. You don't have to be a part of a movement to be somebody. You can just be somebody.
I saw this comment that said, I'd rather be poor in an all-white country than rich in a multicultural one. As a black person, insane to me that in this country you can have a 400 or 500 year head start and still be poor, whereas very small percentages of black and brown people are successful. And it got me thinking of the very ethos of what Trump is running on and what MAGA feel.
You know, what nobody wants to talk about is you lose the racial demographics in your country. Is it wrong for a person in our country to want a country that's majority white? Is that a wrong thing? And if you replace the native populace with people from other countries, that is going to change that culture. So it's...
America is a country that was founded by migrants.
Was it though? I mean, who are the founders? They were white Americans that came over here and then...
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
He's running on the misalignment of what it means to be white in America and the fact that they never were able to attain wealth in what is considered their country, and pinning minority presence and success against poor white people. And it's sad because if I was poor and white, I wouldn't blame other people for my predicament being in a country that was made for us. But it seems to be working. And that's why we have a rise in white nationalism, because for too long now, these people feel as if they've been pushed to the side, irrespective if it's other white rich people pushing them aside and making their conditions their conditions. It's easier to blame us because we're closer in proximity. It's also, as a black person, insane to me that in this country you can have a 400 or 500 year head start and still be poor, whereas very small percentages of black and brown people are successful. There are more educated black people than there have ever been. Black women are holding higher secondary degrees than anyone else. Asian Americans are some of the most educated people in the world, and the list goes on. But for you to be centuries old poor in a country that you were told was for white people, and to have minorities be the ones that you see on TV, or you see in movies, or you see driving cars, or they're athletes, and it really makes your blood boil that you are not able to attain these things. So this is the premise that you run on, and to maintain that premise, you lock up migrants, you do a campaign against immigrants, you call them rapists, you call them evil, you call them dirty, you round them up, and in those actions you make us poor white people feel vindicated. Yes, we're getting these people out of our country, because that's the only semblance of power they have, right? Is racism. It's not actual wealth, it's not actual jobs, it's not the power to control anything, because we live in an autocratic society in which oligarchs run all of those things, so they're not a part of that, but they can be a part of racism. And that is the history of America, and how it has always been, and how they've always been able to keep a small minority of white people in power and empowering the bulk of the poor majority white into thinking that this is a linear access to power, and it's all due to whiteness. America.
There is this AI video of a black woman in military gear, surrounded by other military personnel, cheering about the strike on Iran, cheering about how now this is going to bring peace. And it's got almost 100,000 likes, probably more than that since I've seen it last. So it's going viral on the Maga side of TikTok. What's killing me is that video is AI, and they purposely used a black woman. They love putting our faces on top of big movements, on top of big messages, right? If a black woman in the military is cheering about this, then it must be okay. It must be good for the entire country. No. That is AI. AI has gotten much better, but it ain't that good. And I'm surprised at how foolish... Actually, no. I take that back. I'm not surprised at how foolish MAGA is. It's MAGA. You guys fall for Photoshop and AI all of the time. Your administration posts AI videos, pictures, and Photoshop things all of the time, and you guys eat it up. Never gets tired. But can y'all leave us out of it? Do not use our image for that at all. We are not interested in inciting violence in a war that we have nothing to do with, a war overseas. There isn't a single military person or American that wants to bomb anybody for someone else's war. That doesn't exist. Okay? You can only create it in AI, but that needs to be illegal, really.
I hear what you guys are saying about the whole don't shame MAGA back to the far right. Like, all of these people are waking up and we need to welcome them with open arms, because we don't want the left to ostracize them so that they feel like all they have is the right. And then we just repeat the cycles and we push them further and further away. I hear what you're saying. And it does make sense logically. Like, oh, we should resist the urge to say, I told you so. Oh, we shouldn't shame them for not knowing any better We need to all come together now because it's not right versus left. It's up versus down and all that kumbaya bullshit. Okay. I get it. I am not one of those people. Because two things can be true at the same time. We can applaud the return of the prodigal son while also holding that ass to the fire. After the Civil War ended, Northern white people and the government in general didn't stand on business hard enough. And that's why we have MAGA today. Let's be clear about that. All of those fucking Confederates that should have been executed the day they decided to become traitors against the United States of America, the day they decided to lay down their lives and give their last breath in defense of slavery, they all should have been, I don't know if you could see my hand. Let me do it again. You know what I'm saying? They all should have got a musket to the face. And because they didn't, because we took it easy on them, because we chose to prioritize their humanity while they ravaged other people's humanity, that Confederate mindset, that delusional, completely detached from reality, hateful, violent, traitorous, animalistic mindset has been allowed to seep through the annals of American history like the virus that it is. And now what we have today is a large portion of the population that is still fully accepting of sicknesses, sicknesses to humanity, cancerous beliefs that eat away at not only their humanity, not only do these people's beliefs corrode their own soul, they corrupt the soul of others and the collective soul of humanity. Because let's be clear about what the fuck these people have done over centuries. They have weaponized that holy book that they call a Bible and beat people over the heads with it until their brains were bashed in. To be clear, racism is the reason why we don't have universal health care. Hatred against women is the reason why we don't have affordable daycare or federally mandated paid maternity, paternity, and leave or parental leave. To be clear, these people's hateful, divisive, corrosive, cancerous values and belief systems are the reasons why America is severely lacking in all of the tools and resources that make those fucking Europeans, those smelly as no AC having Europeans, have a better quality of life than we do. I don't know why Europeans just caught strays. I'm just mad. And it's okay to be mad, is what I'm trying to say. I fully understand that there are a lot of people in this world that are born into darkness. It's as simple as that. I was born into the light. Can't relate. There are a lot of people in this world. When I say darkness, I mean darkness on all levels. And that doesn't necessarily indicate abuse, because darkness can mean darkness of the intellect, ignorance, darkness of the spirit, spiritual confusion. People who are spiritually confused believe that the Christian thing to do is send Mexicans and Guatemalans and other Latinos to Alcatraz and to bomb Gaza. Because in their spiritual confusion, they believe that they're the good guys in all of this. In their spiritual confusion, they have no media literacy because they can't see straight. And they think that Superman is coming for them. now. They think that the movie Superman is coming for them now. I understand how soul deep, how DNA deep this shit goes, and that people don't have a choice what they are born into, but they do have a choice of who they become as an adult. I do not buy into all of that. Oh, well, they were raised this way, so they don't know any better. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. We were all raised in certain ways that we have deep and undone in adulthood. What I'm not about to do, and what I do not encourage you to do, is coddle these. Ooh. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it that doesn't get this video taken down and doesn't come across as bullying the less intelligent among us. Because I'm really, like, actually not that nice of a person. But I'm trying to be, because the algorithm likes niceness. So let's think about this before I speak. These people, most of them, have dedicated their lives to making the rest of us uncomfortable, to trying to strip away people's rights, to excluding people who look different from them or worship different from them or dress different from them or believe different from them from what they perceive as the light and the love. Their entire belief system is based on exclusion and righteous vengeance, righteous anger, righteous grievance, righteous everything, because they put the name of Jesus in everything. Those blasphemous motherfuckers. Their entire raison d'etre is making people they don't like uncomfortable. They voted for Trump to own the libs. They talk about Trump at family dinner when you beg them not to make you uncomfortable. What I am not about to do, and what I do not encourage anybody to do, is to spare them the discomfort of their choices or try to save them from the mental and emotional fallout that is the consequences of their actions. Don't take that away from them. That is not yours to take. Their discomfort, this cognitive dissonance that is now starting to send all these people spiraling into, is everything I believed a lie? Yes. Everything you believed is a lie. Yeah, you fucked up big time. You fucked up big time. Do not save them from the discomfort and the earth-shattering ego death that causes. It is not our fucking job to keep coddling white people. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't need to be coddled. They need a kick in the ass. And God damn it, I gotta give it to them. Because for better or for worse, Trump was the only one that was going to be able to give them the kick in the ass they need to make sure that this doesn't happen again. All of this Confederate-rooted hatred, greed, and bigotry and shit, stomp it out. Don't let it happen again.
So guys, politics is often emotional. During election campaigns, people hear many promises, powerful speeches, and strong opinions. Many voters choose the candidates they believe will improve their life. Other vote because a single issue that matters most of them. The discussion in today's video urged that some people believe government policies will mainly affect immigrants, political opponents, or other groups. But once those policies were introduced, many Americans discover that government decisions often affect everyone, not just one group. Programs like Medicaid and SNAP help millions of families across the country. These programs are used by people from many different backgrounds. When government change spending or alignability rules, those changes can affect anyone who depends on these services. Then, the main point made is that public policies does not always stay within political boundaries. The decision made in Washington can reach cities, small towns, and rural community. Whether someone voted Republican, Democrat, or did not vote at all, the effect can still be felt. Another important issue discussed is voter motivation. The speaker added that some people focused more on political slogans or cultural battle than on understanding how government policies could affect their own finances, healthcare, or future. Supporters of Donald Trump would likely see this differently. Many urge they voted because of concerns such as border security, inflation, taxes, crime, or government spending. They may believe those priorities outweighed other concerns. Critics, however, urge that some voters overlook how certain policies could also affect themselves. This shows that why it is important for every voter to look beyond campaign speeches before supporting any candidate. People should ask simple question. What exactly is this policy? Who will it affect? What are the possible benefits? What are the possible risks? These questions matter because every election has really consequences. This video also talks about misinformation and growing use of artificial intelligence today. AI can create realistic picture, videos, and even voices. Sometimes these tools are used for entertainment, but sometimes they are used to spread false information online. This makes it hard for people to know what is real and what is fake. A video can go viral before anyone checks whether it is true. False story can spread quickly on social media because they often create strong emotion like anger or fear. That is why media literally is becoming more important than ever. Before sharing a post or believing headline, it helps to check whether the information comes from reliable sources. Taking a few extra minutes to verify information can prevent misinformation from spreading. Another interesting part of the discussion is about people who have changed their political views. Some former Maga supporters reportedly say they now regret their decision because of their results they are experiencing. Then the comparison is in this situation to the story of the prodigal son. The question is whether people who change their minds should be welcomed back without criticism or whether they should first acknowledge the consequences of the choices they supported. So different people will answer the question differently. Some believe everyone deserves a second chance. Others believe accountability is necessary before trust can be rebuilt. In reality, political opinion can change every time. People often change their minds after seeing how policies work in everyday lives. This happens in many countries and with many political parties, not only in the United States. Sorry. The bigger lesson is that elections are about much more than campaign slogans or social media arguments. They are about healthcare, jobs, education, taxes, public safety, and the economy. These issues affect families every day. Instead of focusing only on political teams, voters may benefit from carefully reading policies proposal, listen to different viewpoints, and thinking about how decision will affect both themselves and their community. Healthy democracy depends on informed citizen. People do not have to agree on everything, but respectful discussion and fact-based debate help everyone make a better decision. As technology continues to grow, especially with AI becoming more common, it it will become even more important to question information before accepting its truth. Critical thinking is one of the best tools any voter can have. At the end of the day, government policies rarely affect only one group of people. Their impact often spread much wider than expected. That is why every election matters and why every vote deserves careful thinking. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you enjoyed this discussion, let me know your opinion on the comment section. And please remember to keep this conversation respectful, because people can disagree without insulting each other. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss on the next video. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.